Okay. Yeah, Craig's supposed to be here. Not made it yet. And we've also got. Cheers. We're supposed to have Jacek.
Jacek wasn't here. Jacek wasn't in the lab either.
Right. We're hoping he's the programming guy.
He is the programming guy.
They're looking at Android. I don't think there's, that app inventor. I don't think there's a lot of programming
involved.
It's not difficult because it's all laid out for you and all the programming's already there. Because it took us 2 seconds to put that thing together we did before, wasn't it?
It took us longer.
Sorry, just need to say before we carry on. You've met Janae?
I've met Janae. Yeah.
You've
seen us before.
Yeah, obviously, partially deaf. Yeah, deaf. Yeah, and normally has a translator. There's no translator with him today, so we need to make sure that if we're speaking, you can see our lips.
See our lips as well.
Yeah. All right. Which is going to be quite difficult. So I don't know if you want to sit round that side, perhaps.
It's okay.
Jack
if you
round
open
here.
up my iPad and if you go on notes, you can type in if you want or what you want to say, or if we can type in.
Type in notes. Thing is,
If
we
we
see our faces talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you go on that side? And if
Swap over.
Jack comes on this side.
Just quash any communication problems.
Yes. That way, you're always facing us. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Alright.
Wheel missing on this, I'm sure of it.
It was a bit wobbly before. Right, I've only got this room booked for an hour and a half today.
It's not too bad.
So I'll make it a quick
sort
of meeting. But the first thing I need to say, obviously, is I don't want to just take over, being the oldest person. I don't just want to assume that I'm going to be the project
You
leader.
do have the most experience, though, to be fair.
You do have the most experience.
I
Life experience.
have some experience, obviously. But, I want to give everybody the opportunity. I think we should give everybody the opportunity to say, well, actually, I'd like to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
if I disagree with what the top of my head, don't worry about that.
Alright, so if you want to have a vote,
just in the zip, just in top.
if you want to have a vote on project leader, then that's fine. Or if you just want to,
No, we can have a democracy. It's fine.
yeah. So hands up for Jack as the project leader.
No hands up.
Hands up for Junaid as the project leader. Hands up for Ed as the project leader. Hands up
Jeff,
for me as the project leader.
I think you're pretty much there because you kind of gone ahead and booked all this. So.
Well, I took a look at the room bookings and they were filling up, and I thought I'm gonna have to do something. I did try and send messages to everybody. I set up a Google group and I set up the Facebook group.
Facebook group as well?
Yeah.
I got invited to the Google group.
Right.
So I got
But you haven't
joined. I've joined it.
When?
Today.
All right. Okay. I'll double check on that.
Nothing about the Google group.
Yeah, because I got an invite here from Google group. I accepted it here.
Right. Okay. I'll go and check that.
Check my emails.
Yeah. So there's a Google group set up, which you should have got an email inviting you to it. So you need to check your UCLAN emails.
By the way, next Monday I have a meeting with my bank at 1 o'clock. Is that alright?
Right.
Or, yeah.
This I've got this room booked at 2 o'clock. No, I haven't booked it at all next week yet.
Right. Okay, that's good because
But,
I've got a meeting with my bank. So.
Okay.
Right.
Ed and Jack. Okay. So. The other thing is we set our team name during that activity last week as Unispeak.
Because it was for the actual invention itself.
Yeah, without thinking it would follow through onto this challenge. They spelt it wrong.
Yeah, UNC.
I know.
Yeah, I can email Nick and he'll change it. But I did think, if we can, do we want to change the team name?
Yeah, I think we
to
should.
something else, if we can, if they'll let us.
Nick
And are
said
there
that
any
we could.
suggestions?
We spoke to Nick before, so we're getting in touch.
Yeah, because if you just get in touch with what was it, Roy or Nick or something, or
something like that.
yeah.
So, have we got any thoughts on a more
Team
appropriate team name for?
I don't know. What's the first initial? If we put all the first initials of our names in order, I wonder what that comes out like.
GJEJ. There's not a lot of vowels in there.
Yeah, we could make an anagram out of
And
it.
of course we've got Craig and possibly so there's only one anagram. There's only one.
Possible word for that.
What's the word I'm looking for now? Ed. There's only one E.
Yeah.
Okay.
One vowel.
Vowel. Thank you. That's
You already said that before.
that's what I was looking for. What about something like the Treasure Seekers?
Treasure Seekers. Something. Is it the group? It's activity. It's Treasure
That was the
Seekers.
Seekers or the New Seekers. But what about the Treasure Seekers?
Treasure Seekers sounds alright.
If we're allowed to change it, the Treasure Seekers.
I say we get something pirate themed.
Pirate theme.
Whoa, that's actually a good idea.
This is a treasure hunt.
Because it is quite. Because that'd be ironic, wouldn't it?
The Flying Dutchman.
Because that'd be like kind of the Frying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman.
Alright, pirate themed.
Pirate themed.
Something pirate themed.
Name of the group is going to be pirate themed. Like,
Because treasure.
Treasure. Yeah.
Because it's based around treasure hunting, so that's kind of
Alright,
what
so something pirate themed then as a team name.
I don't know, something like Team Coral or something like that.
Possibly.
Coral Reef.
Mate, that's sea, not fish.
Yeah, but
What about Golden or something? I don't know.
gold.
Anything, Junaid?
I can't think.
What about National Treasure?
National Treasure. Not pirate themed, but I quite like National Treasure.
National Treasure sounds good.
Yeah.
Or Universal Treasure.
Yeah, but Universal
It's got
is
Universal.
more of a film sort of based
Yeah.
one, isn't it? National is more.
We are going away from
nationwide.
pirate theme there,
Yeah.
which we kind of decided on, but that's
National
not,
Treasure's probably the best one.
it's not set in stone.
Anything with treasure in it's going to be pirate themed anyway. Cause
Yeah, National Treasure is kind of pirate thing.
Yeah.
Piracy is just basically stealing somebody else's, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
Piracy.
yeah.
Which
So
needs
that
to-
might be a reason not to go for pirate.
Yeah, because we're vicious, aren't we?
Yeah, but if it was National
Well,
Treasure,
obviously.
it's you're looking at something that's.
Also, bear in mind that the team name would probably
Reflect
be
on us.
the name that we use for the company
Yeah.
that's produced this app. If you see what I mean.
Oh,
You know,
right.
have you ever watched? Have you watched The Apprentice?
Yeah.
All got
Yeah.
team names.
Oh
and
yeah.
That kind of becomes a.
Yeah, and there's also
same
app
for-
names. I mean, let's have a look at some.
You know,
app
Unispeak was
store.
quite a good sort of company name for that particular.
You should try a Hunter or something like that.
Treasure Hunter. Yeah, I know. But that's
Treasure Hunter is
something-
too cliche though, is it? It's too
It's
obvious.
too, yeah, it's too cheesy, really. I wonder, let's have a look at top charts, see what sort of names we've got here. Like,
Oh.
they've got,
Don't want to spend too long on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's looking for a name.
I like Treasure Seekers.
Treasure Seekers is alright.
But,
We're looking for now, just like
I
to
just
make
have a look at
developers.
this. Yeah, I'm just seeing names and stuff for this. Developer.
and we might not be. We might not be allowed to change it.
Check it out
Right. Well, can we come back to that then? And
Yeah,
just,
sure.
And just email with some suggestions, or stick some suggestions in Facebook.
Sure.
Alright, so something kind of pirate themed or treasure themed as a team name. Yeah? Pirate themed or treasure themed. We can think of something and just put it into the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to use Facebook or are we going to use Google to communicate?
I don't know what Google, what do you mean by Google? Like
Google
Mail?
groups.
Google
It's part of, if you've got a
Like
Google
Google.
account, you can set up
Yeah, I
set
don't
up
go on
Google
Google
groups.
groups, I always go on Facebook.
It's Facebook.
Well, that's, Facebook.
probably the best, yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
Should Facebook?
Do we?
No.
Do you know? I don't know how much we can do within Facebook.
Oh, I know how much we can do up in there, don't I?
And are there any other options other than using one of those two for a group? that
You know, we can actually make an advertising front on Facebook. I could do that because I did one for my dad's business. So.
Yeah.
But that's,
Can you
that's
do?
another side.
Can you do that as part of a group within the You Can Complete Computing page?
Yeah, if we create.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah, because I could do it as an account. I mean, look, this is the sort of stuff that I set up for my.
Because I think we should keep it. I think we should keep it off the. Within the UCLan computing page, just as a separate group, which as I say, I've set up.
Right.
I think.
Have you already set up? Because you have to have an account for an advertising front. Like for instance, I have to create this free my account.
We could look into that possibility then. Look
Right,
into
okay,
that as a
let's do that
possibility, because ultimately we do need to have, we need to build up an audience and customers.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks down the line, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be marketing this this product. And something like Facebook is a good way of doing that.
Yeah, Facebook's always the way to go.
Yeah, there might be other things we can do, but Facebook would be one way of marketing and getting it out to a wide audience.
What about Treasure Hunt Pro?
Treasure Hunt Pro.
What, is that the name of the team or the name of the product?
No, the app's got to be called Treasure Hunt though, isn't it?
Yeah, so we could be Treasure Hunt Pro, because that's kind of a sort of like a software sort of company.
We could be the treasure hunters.
Treasure Hunt Pro.
It's kind of gone back to
Yeah.
the team name there, which we, as I say, we don't want to spend too long on today, if possible. Right. Come back to that if we've got time later, or share it on some ideas on Facebook and choose the best name. Is everybody familiar with what a treasure hunt is?
Most likely,
Are you familiar with the concept?
Similar to Easter egg hunts, one clue after the other.
We've all seen National Treasure, haven't we, that film?
No,
Yeah.
I like Nicolas Cage. Doesn't know him.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, it's a concept.
Kind of thing.
I love
You know what a
You
treasure
go to places, you get a clue, and then you have to go to another place, and you get a clue, and you have to do another, and then eventually you get to it.
Sure, Junaid knows what we're saying. So yeah, you get the way I've done it, I've written treasure hunts in the past. And you go out in cars or walking, and you've got a sheet of questions, and every time you answer the question, it gives you a clue as to where you should be. And then you've got another
Like
question.
orientation.
Yeah. You kind of find your way around this map, this place, following clues. And I think the idea for this app is that every time you answer a question, find a clue, you take a photograph of whatever it is. So it could be, you've got to go to this building.
So what he said, we're going to be taking photographs as well.
Well, I think
because you could take photographs, and it does it the GPS lock, doesn't it? And it tells you where
geotagging.
Yeah. I think that's what this app has got to, from what I can gather, that's what this app has got to do. It's got to use the GPS, it's got to use the camera, you take a photograph of what it is you're supposed to, ready for me to, where it is you're supposed to be, and that feeds back and says, yes, you are correct, you're in the right place, you've got the right photo, let's move on to the next. It'll give you another clue, you move to the next place, take a photograph, or it might be recording sound.
So we're going to need...
So that's, I think, from what I can gather, that's what this app is supposed to do.
So when you think about all the different types of device hardware they're going to be using, microphones, cameras...
Well, it says, if we look on about the module, so if you've seen this, obviously, you were at that lecture. Craig, wherever he wasn't there, he needs to look at this. Working in teams of 5 or 6.
Goes to produce an advanced app for it. It's a Vodafone, not Nokia smartphone, he said that.
Yeah, I think it was going to change that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it'll need to use GPS data services to connect to a server. I think all the clues are going to be on that server, and we'll pull those clues down from the server.
So there's your free ways to answer it. Basically, data services like your 3G connection, etc. Third generation WAP, the GPS, geotagging, locating where you are. Sometimes some apps use location services. Camera,
especially this bit as well, connecting to a server, so you've got to know if you've got signal or not in the actual app.
Yeah.
I suppose you've got it in the top right corner anyway.
It's not for the app though, it's for the device itself. So it'll be up to them to provide them stuff like that. It's not a problem if it doesn't work.
Well, I'm sure they've designed it in such a way that wherever we go with this, there will be a signal, either GPS or Wi-Fi. To be able to pick up. And I think it just, once you ask for the next clue, it'll download it, and you'll have the clue there. You'll go to wherever you're supposed to be, and it'll pick up the next clue. You upload your picture, it'll pick up the next clue from there. So, who was most confident with this this app inventor this morning? Did you get yours working?
We both had problems running the emulator, but we did actually get on with it in the end. It was pretty.
It's easy to use.
I think Junaid, you got further than I did.
Mine's working.
You got it all working.
Yeah.
There was a bit about that second sound was supposed to be from Poke Dr. Nick.
Yeah.